Hello my friends, another day, day 4. So yesterday I talked about the imposter syndrome. I'm going to start with another deep insight today. I realized I need more bow ties. So I ran out of them. By the way, my daughter picks them out for me, not only when we're buying, but often with every outfit. She would try out different bow ties. But anyway, hey, that aside, so I'm kind of have mixed feelings about the day today. So what's going on is today there's a lot of sessions on Power BI service, Power Apps, and Power Flow. And these are some of the areas that I do feel excited about, but I haven't ventured in because I feel like I want to stay kind of focused on the audience that I serve, which is usually kind of the small guy, the business user. Could be a small and medium business company, or could be a small unit in a large organization, doesn't matter. And I felt that often that they do not, they don't need that. That's not what they need. They're kind of starting out. They just want to focus on kind of the model. But I want to go with an open mind, and here's why. Because I gotta grow with my students. So I started the online course last year. I'm going to cross the street here. Has crossed 200 plus users, 24 different countries. And guess what? I mean, they've gone through the course and they've gone on to do bigger and greater things. And now I know a few of them have started asking me about Power Apps and Power Flow. So I want to grow with my students, and that's the idea, that I'm going to go with an open mind and just see what's going on, and hopefully get a little smarter. All right, friends, power on. I think I left my badge somewhere. I couldn't find it, so I had to get a new one, but I felt so out of place. I almost felt as if I was naked, kind of inside as if I had lost my identity, right? And of course, for this conference, I had to get this one to be able to attend the event. But that took me back to when I left Microsoft. And of course, at Microsoft, I had one of those access badges, right? The blue badge, that's what it's called. And that was my pass to everywhere. But I think it was so much more than that. It was also a part of my identity. And I remember when I lost that, when I gave it up, it used to be hooked up to my pocket usually. And when I gave that up, it felt a little bit like losing a limb, right? Certainly losing a part of my identity. And that's one transition that I had to go through. But I do feel that I think we fuse our identity a little too much with these trinkets like this, like your access badge at your work, or with what we do itself. So this I got from a gymnast, an Olympic gymnast called Raj Bhavsar, where he was going through a really hard phase, and he talked about how he realized that he's not what he does. And I know it's hard sometimes because we focus so much, and well, at least I know in my case, I'm really passionate about what I do, but I am not what I do. I'm so much more than that. All right, man, I'll check in with you later. Hey guys, I kind of had a huge breakthrough. So I talked about in the morning how I've been struggling with Power Apps and Power Flow, looking at it from the business user lens and thinking that, you know what, which business user is gonna create a Power App or use Flow? So I found it hard to kind of fit in, but I was just speaking with Hans Blutman. Here's his card, and so he's from Netherlands, Microsoft MVP, and he just said one thing which just gave me such a different perspective. And what he said was, Avi, a business user would probably never create an app. They would never do it, but they would use it, and that would make their life so much easier. So now I see it in a different perspective. So again, I want to serve that business user, business audience. That's who I was, and yeah, that's the audience that I serve. So yeah, so it doesn't matter if they're not going to create a Power App themselves, but I have seen from all the demos and everything in Power Apps that it is going to make their life a heck of a lot easier. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper in this and try to see which scenarios, and maybe just try a few out with my students, now I don't have any clients, but my students, I'll see if we can try Power Apps, because yeah, again, it does make sense for the business user to use it. So that was my breakthrough of the day so far. I'll check in with you later, guys. All right, so this was the last day of the main event MVP Summit. So this was it. Tonight was the big attendee celebration event. Before that, I dropped in at Mike Carlos and Seth Bauer's Power BI tip session at our local Power BI user group, and definitely learned a lot of cool new stuff, so that was pretty epic. But after that, I was driving, and I was driving to the celebration event, and it's a grand affair. I remember from last year, there's certainly tons of food, but there's all sorts of fun stuff, cool swag, giveaways. I know there are like photo booths all over, games, DJ. So yeah, good event. But as I was driving home, I thought about the soup that my wife had made that I hoped was sitting in the fridge. It's she makes this soup out of, I know she uses coconut milk. It's really, well, at least at that point in time, it felt so good. And yeah, so I came home. So isn't that kind of funny? I mean, sometimes you can have, well, you can travel the world, but at the end of it, all you want to do is come home. So that's it, my friends. So hey, this Friday, the Talk Power BI is on again. So I would love to see you there this Friday at noon. Just go to my channel and it'll be on there. So I'll see you there. While we're on, and we can talk more. Take care.